Hello, Jesse Durham coming to you. Let's talk about dividends. Now, it's a part of policy, as described in Nelson Nash's work, Becoming Your Own Banker, that is above and beyond the guarantees with a whole life insurance policy with a mutual company. And it should be with a company that's been in business well over 100 years. And there are multiple companies out there that fit that description. And that is important because in talking about dividends as well as other parts of a policy that's properly structured is knowing that our tax code has been in effect here in the United States essentially since 1913. Therefore, dividends to be described here are going to be determined, recognized, reaffirmed as premium being returned to policy owners. So a dividend is essentially and literally a return of premium. You know, the actuaries when doing what they do, the magic that they do, all that number crunching and things to determine how to keep these companies profitable the way that they have, and even paying these dividends that we're going to be talking about through depressions, recessions, world wars, conflicts, pandemics, etc. They've given space, they've given room, obviously, for those companies to be profitable through those highs and those lows, those seasons of in and out, up and down, right? And therefore, that return on premium is going to be non-taxable because it's not income, so to speak. It's not profits, so to speak, as far as taxes are concerned, because it's a return of premium. There was more taken in than was necessary to be able to cover death claims, and again, all those conflicts, pandemics, and etc. All those other different things, and these companies were able to stay profitable, well over 100 years. So throughout those decades and decades, return of premium has been made, and with that return of premium, we're going to talk about a couple of characteristics. So, recognizing that it's a return of premium, you're given options with that return of premium. Your dividend could go towards many different things. It could go towards reducing your premium. It could go towards accumulating at interest. It could go towards a check. You could just request a check in the mail every year, for the dividend that you receive, that return of premium that you receive. Just take the money. And then more commonly, as is seen with infinite banking, of course, again, all the options are nice to have. Options are great. It's good to be the one that's in control of deciding what's done with your dividend. But you can buy paid up additional insurance. Now, that's important for a lot of different reasons. It's important because, we're all going to have a limit as to how much death benefit we may be able to buy on ourselves. And for lots of different reasons, we may become unable for health reasons to be able to acquire more death benefit on ourselves, and yet we could use our dividend on current policies that we own and control to buy paid up additional insurance. And because that policy is a contract between us, a private contract between us and those insurance companies, they're obligated to apply our dividends towards buying paid up additional insurance if that's what we choose. So that is obviously just going to allow our death benefit to continue to grow. It's going to allow our cash values to be able to continue to grow. I mean, a dividend applied now, it can mean much more than at face value what it does right now, versus 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 50 years from now. And I could just keep compounding, which brings us to the point of, these policies should be growing at uninterrupted compound interest. Now, if you take withdrawals, sure, that would be interrupting the compounding. And again, it's nice to have that option. It's your choice. But if we're making policy loans to ourselves, the cash values, the death benefits can continue to grow uninterrupted, and this dividend can be applied to accelerate that even more. So knowing this, be cognizant of how you're using your dividend, why you're using your dividend in the way that you are, Recognize again that it's outside of the scope of any implications as far as taxes are concerned, like a qualified plan. I don't know where else anybody is earning dividends right now, but in this regard, in this way, through the infinite banking concept, earning dividends on a whole life policy with a mutual company, even through the ups and downs, which I'm currently saying this in 2020, and there are a lot of different political things and social things happening here in the United States and all throughout the world. And yet, every day, from today to tomorrow, I could call on the cash values in my policies, and my family's policies are continuing to grow. And the dividend is a great part of that, because that compounding is growing uninterrupted, and the dividend is just adding fuel to that fire. So there's just some brief recapping on dividends. Again, my name is Jesse Durham. To reach me, telephone number 828-817-4223. Email is durhamtalents@yahoo.com. That's DURHAMTALENTS @yahoo.com. Thank you.